is cool. Moving on. Last topic. So this is our last modern topic for the day before we go on to some classic stuff, I guess. So I got the AEW World Title update. So here we go. So we talked MJF, and I'll just mention quickly about the World Title. So this is two separate storylines as well on Dynamite. So let's jump to our review, and let me go to storyline number 3. So we got the fallout to the big ending, which Swerve Strickland, I guess, is our number 1 contender. I don't know what you guys think of that. And then I guess Cope, since he didn't lose clean, like, because it turned into a triple threat. Actually, he didn't even get pinned, so he deserves another shot too. So that's why he told Swerve, like, yeah, it might be me that you're facing. Moxley also is cut a promo on Cope saying that he underestimated him and that he won't do that next time. Right? He said he should have had him taken care of before Christian even jumped in there. So then there was another Christian thing, because I labeled this topic the fallout to the world title picture and what's going to happen next. But Christian I'm putting completely separately, because I don't think he's in this anymore. Whatever he says or not, he blew his title shot. We'll talk about that in a second. But before we talk about Christian, anyone have any comments on the whole situation with Cope and Edge and Moxley? Because Cope is fighting Moxley again this Wednesday in a street fight, right? So, anyone have any thoughts on this? Because on this day, you guys gave this. Let's see, me and Robert liked it. I like Moxley's promo. I think I'm kind of looking forward to this street fight, honestly. So I gave it a thumbs up. Robert gave it a thumbs up. Vlad indifferent. No thumbs up, no thumbs down. So, thoughts on this stuff and the world title scene? Anybody want to give anything?
I do like Swerve, so I'm looking forward to the eventual Swerve versus, assuming it's gonna be Moxley. I don't think Cope's gonna go over Moxley in the street fight. I doubt that's gonna happen, but I mean, it was cool. I'm looking forward to it. And I like Moxley's promo also.
All right, Vlad, any thoughts you want to give? Because what's his name? Moxley did whack Swerve with a crowbar this past Saturday on Collision. I don't have clips of that, but I don't know if you guys saw that. So they're basically starting the feud between Swerve and Mox, which I think kind of leads into what Robert said, that he thinks Mox is going to win that match. Unless somehow it's going to be a 3-way at the pay-per-view again, but I don't know. Okay. I mean, I kind of got that hint because Edge talked with Swerve. So I'm thinking if there's another inconclusive ending but it's a street fight. How could it be an inconclusive ending? I guess they could do whatever they want. I guess they could just bring the Death Riders and just have it be like a melee, like a tribal rules match or whatever. So that's going to be interesting. I think that'll be entertaining. I'm looking forward to that a little bit, I guess. I think it'll be better than their title match at Revolution. Because it's also going to be Edge and Moxley, so they're going to do really stupid, crazy things in a street fight, you know. But okay, if anyone doesn't have any other thoughts about this, I'll move on to Christian.
Yeah, I think you should move on.
Who is completely fucked in this whole thing, because he cashed in his gauntlet for the gold. Gauntlet for the gold, or is it the gauntlet for? No, the casino gauntlet. Sorry, that's TNA. So. What's his name? Cashed in his title shot at the pay-per-view. Christian did. And he shows up and he starts making excuses. Oh, by the way, he was the first guy I noticed that actually told Renee that, like, acknowledged that she's related to Moxley, because Moxley choked him out, right? So he's like, I'm not going to be interviewed by you because you're related to Moxley, right? So this is like the first time I've seen anyone on the show actually mention that. So he starts talking, making excuses and shit, and even his own family members can't listen to it. Nick Wayne even said, no, man, you blew it. What happened to the plan? What happened to the plan? And then, what's his name? Christian gets in Nick Wayne's face. Yeah. Nick Wayne's mom again. We rehashed this whole thing, and Christian told Nick Wayne's mom to get out of his face, or else he's gonna make sure she's working the night shift at the Waffle Hut again. And then he dressed down Nick Wayne, although he did mention that he's gonna win that AEW title back somehow. He still thinks he's gonna win it somehow. So What did we think of this whole thing? So this whole Christian thing is a separate side story because I don't think he's going to get into that title picture, although he says he will. I really liked it. I'll give my reasoning why. So I gave it 2 thumbs up out of the 3 of us. I gave it the best rating. Robert, half a thumbs up. I guess he kind of liked it. And Vlad, nothing. So Vlad does not give a fuck about Christian and the patriarchy.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth.
All right. Well, Robert, since you gave this at least some type of half thumbs up, we want to give some comments on Christian here before I give my reasoning for why I actually think this is genius.
Yeah, I mean, Christian wanted to show how a father takes an L, right? And how they should react to it. And this is an example of how they should do it. He's, like, this is how a good father responds to taking an L in life. and also how to respond to a son that says, you messed up, essentially. I don't know. It was just an okay segment. I didn't really like it too much, but it was kind of funny.
I feel you. Vlad.
I'll be quick. Go ahead. Do you want me to?
No, you go ahead.
So I was just going to say that I think the only good thing about it is that it seems like it's going to lead up to the breaking up of this whole unit, this weird group. The mom and Nick Wayne and what is the guy's name? The guy that was next to Christian.
Kip Sabian.
Oh, Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian, yeah. It's just such a weird group. I don't even know. I can't even figure out what the point of them. They don't really do anything. They're not very successful. I don't know, man. I think it's time to wrap that up, and yeah, I think this is the beginning of that. So that's the only good thing, and yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Man, I don't see that at all. This is the beginning of the patriarchy. What are you talking about? This is the beginning of the storyline. It's finally starting now. It hasn't started till now.
The previous 2 years has been just a precursor to this. I see.
It was all a build-up. Okay.
It was all a build-up. A two-year build-up for what? And so where's it going in your mind? Where is it going if this is just the beginning? Where it leads to what?
Well, Christian is going to be AEW World Champion. But the way I'm thinking of this is if he cashed that contract in and just won it, it wouldn't have been that interesting a storyline. I mean, it would have been too easy. And I think you could have logically said that he was only given the world title because of his clout and what he's done in the past in WWE. But now I think this gives his character like some personality. He's had a big failure. He's fucked up really bad before. I want him, if he's going to win the AEW storyline, to have an arc in this company, not in the past and what he's done in TNA and WWE. So I think this could be like something like that starts him off. Maybe he gets pissed off and he kind of jumps into that title match and gets involved and just sticks his nose in, because I think if he has this failure and then he comes back and turns it around and one day wins the title. So I think this is the beginning of an arc that I see going. That's why I gave this 2 thumbs up. If it doesn't happen though, and they just basically buried Christian and that's the end, and they end the patriarchy, that would suck. Then that would suck. If you guys are right and that's what they're doing, like Vlad's saying that they're just gonna end this group and this has all been a failure, then I'm like, no, it's not gonna be that, bro. He's gonna get himself back into this title picture somehow. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Tony Khan likes this guy. He's gonna make him world champion someday. He's got to do any.
Someday,
and I think
when is this young pup who's going to make him world champion one day. The guy, he could actually retire tomorrow and nobody would be surprised given his history, his injury history, and his age. What are you talking about? He's like 50 years old.
Injury history? What injury history? He's the hardest worker. He outworks everybody.
Oh, good
Get
God.
out of here.
Okay, I'm not going to even comment on that. Okay. All right, let's move on.
We're moving on.
I'm starting to get a headache.
All right. But I liked it. All right, I kind of dug that segment. I will say, I think the drama of it was cool too, with his family and Nick Wayne finally standing up for himself and standing up to his father. I did like it.
Father. Okay. Okay, to his father. All right, fair enough.